Hey guys, Christina here, and I am so excited because I am joined by Olympic silver medalist Chris Mazdzer. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Congratulations.
Thank you so
You are
much.
showing off your bling. It is shining bright.
Oh, it really does. I think it's the ridges in the medal that help reflect. There we go. That's good. It looks really good.
I always, every time I've touched one, I can't believe how heavy they are.
The
like, weighs you
silver
down.
and
Yeah.
gold are very heavy. I mean, this is pure silver, essentially. So it's heavy. The gold is this plus 10 grams of gold wrapped around it. So it's pretty cool.
Has this whole thing sunk in yet?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
I think what has sunk in is that USA Luge, we have a medal in the men's singles discipline. That has sunk in.
Yeah, you made history.
Yeah, that hasn't sunk in.
Yeah.
The fact that we finally have this has sunk in, though, where like competitors from like years, like decades before have reached out, and it's been this really emotional thing where we all put in so much, like all the generations before me. Like I've been doing the sport for 21 years. To do luge, it's an experience-based sport. It takes decades. So all the people that came before me, they put their lives into this. So that has sunk in that we now finally have this, and it's really cool to celebrate with them.
Awesome. Well, you wear it well.
I think it's the jacket too. It really goes well against
the jacket
white.
is really nice.
I mean, for some reason, this just goes well with anything.
It does, yes.
I don't know why.
Well, I just want to remind everybody that Chris is going to be here talking all about his Olympic experience. Plus, we're going to play a fun little game coming up, so definitely stay tuned for that, and please send us your questions and your comments. So going into that final run, did you kind of have a feeling? You're like, did you feel really good? Did you feel like, I can do this?
Yeah, the whole week felt really, really good. Surprisingly good. I didn't have this stress, this pressure on me with like my friends and family there. They allowed me to just, I don't know, be myself in that moment. And before my fourth run, like the most high pressure situation, forget bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, like that happens every year.
Sure.
But this happens once every 4 years. And to be that close, and the ice conditions were so difficult, everyone's messing up. I was smiling before my fourth run.
Yeah.
Like I look back on the video and I'm like, why am I smiling? But I just felt so good. It was just this feeling that I was excited. Like I wanted to do this. Like I was ready. Like somewhere deep inside of me, like I knew I could do it.
Yeah. Do you pay attention to the other runs as they're going on, or are you just kind of focused on what you need to do?
For this race, I was pretty much focused on myself. Like I watched the other athletes that I'm like really good friends with. Like I watched Taylor and Tucker, my teammates. I wanted to see them do well.
Yeah.
So I'll watch runs to see how other people are doing, but it's not like, it's to encourage them, you know, like I'm excited to watch them. But it wasn't like, oh, like that was a fast time. Now I've got to, you know, do 110%. It wasn't anything like that.
Yeah.
Because I was really comfortable with where I was at, and I was just able to focus on myself.
Totally.
I was a spectator when I was watching the other runs, like not like thinking I had to do something.
Oh, no,
amazing.
totally. Because I'm sure that'll play like mind games with you if you do that too. It'll get in your head.
It can. It definitely can.
So how does one get into luging?
So there's a couple ways.
Yeah.
I am the anomaly. Currently, the best way to do it is that USA Luge has the White Castle Slider Search, and we go to major cities around the country. We put kids on street luges, and we put them down this little course where they drive through cones.
Oh, that's cool.
Based off of natural ability, coachability, and some strength, we invite a ton of kids back for the winter, and we whittle that down to about 20 kids to start like in the development program. I got into luge because I love sledding.
Okay.
And I grew up in Lake Placid, New York, or like close to there, Peru, New York. And I would always sled through the apple orchards. So luge to me was ultimate sledding. So once a week, we would go to the luge track. You could do bobsled or luge. Bobsled wasn't for me. The line was longer, turnover was slower, and you're only driving half the time. But with luge, if I ran from the bottom to where we started, I could get 7, 8, 9 runs a night.
That's amazing.
It was just like ultimate sledding, and that's how I fell in love with it, and I've been doing it ever since.
What did your family think when you decided to kind of pursue this?
Like my family's so supportive. Like my parents, they let me go to Europe at 13 years old with the junior national team, and I was with a bunch of 18, 19-year-olds. Like we had supervision, but still, like I was definitely thrown into the world. So they've been so supportive of me.
And they were so supportive of you at the games as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I had the best fan group. Like I had the best fans. Like even like my competitors, they're like, oh, those are the best fans. I'm like, and then Taylor, he's like, yep, we bring the fans, boys. Like,
I love that. Casey is asking, is Chris single? Asking for a friend.
I am
No.
not single. I am dating my lovely girlfriend Mara, who was at the Olympics,
Yes.
and she was cheering. She was with my sisters, and they had USA.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, there's
Yeah.
a great picture of her.
Right. They
So,
had the cutouts of your head. They were wearing the sports bra.
Yep, absolutely. They were
Yep.
the best fans.
Yeah. Did you know that they were going to do that?
I did
Okay.
because in the past they've done it. My sisters, they want to be like. It's not that they want to be seen. It's just when I come up the outrun and I look into the crowd, I know exactly where they are.
Yeah,
So it's
that's
great. Instead of
awesome.
like looking around in a sea of like red, white, and blue, like oh, where's my family? I know exactly where they are.
Right. Is it hard to keep a relationship going when you're training for the Olympics? And I'm sure you guys have like a long distance relationship too. You're probably not with each other all the time.
Yeah, being an athlete in sport is difficult because you either accept a long distance relationship or you don't. So you have to have a lot of trust. You really have to, be there for one another and supportive in ways where like you can't physically see each other, but like emotionally and mentally you're there.
Yeah.
Luge is a sport. I've been traveling since the middle of September to now. I had 1-2 week break over Christmas where Mara flew out and like stayed with me over Christmas with my family. So you have to be able to work, to make it work. There was one time where I had a layover in San Francisco and I didn't have to slide the next day, so I didn't get on my flight to Vancouver. I bought another flight, so I broke away from the team. She came in, we had like 24 hours in San Francisco.
That's
so
amazing.
You have to be able to make it work.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's tough. But
Right. You have to be flexible
you
too.
have to be flexible
Yeah.
and you have to have a lot of trust.
Right. And what does she do? She's a wedding planner?
Yeah, so she owns a wedding and event planning business in Salt Lake
That's
City.
awesome.
So she does all high-end weddings, events, and yeah, she's got a great team, and yeah, she crushes it. She's awesome.
Is she going to plan your wedding soon?
I think she doesn't want to like plan her own wedding at all. Like they're like so done with weddings. Everyone's like just like eloping and like a part of the wedding group. It's just like no, we don't want to deal with this. We're just gonna go. We're gonna sign something and we're gonna have like a little party.
Yeah. Is that something you guys are thinking about though, or is that?
I mean, down the
Down the
road,
line.
like we're still fairly new.
Yeah.
Like I'm moving in, so that's a big test.
Oh, that's a big
So we still have a
test.
couple tests to
Okay.
go through, but we'll see.
Yes, it's hard at first, but then you get used to it. It's good.
She's got to learn how to share with me. Like,
Right.
it's like, oh, all of your clothes smell. I'm like, yeah, I'm working out all the time. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Yes. What's the craziest thing that's happened since you won?
Craziest thing
Yeah.
that happened since I won. I mean, I opened the New York Stock Exchange. That's crazy. Like, that is absolutely crazy. So I think just going on all these talk shows has just been an amazing experience.
Yeah.
I mean, Mila Kunis did a shout out to me.
I know, well,
on Megyn Kelly.
yeah.
That was crazy.
Well, you have us to thank for that, right?
Well, I don't know who I have to thank for that. But
Well,
thank you.
no, because when we caught up with you in Salt Lake, we asked you who your celebrity crush was, and we actually have that. So
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
take a
absolutely.
look at this.
Celebrity crush, gotta ask.
Here we go. Mila Kunis.
Have you guys met them?
No.
All right.
I mean, we just do this sport called luge. So if you could help us, like, that'd be awesome. Like, I know she's married, but it would be cool to she's the kind of girl that you could just like have the beer with and just have a good time. It's true. Yeah.
It's true.
Seems like a fun person.
She does seem like. Unfortunately, we don't have her here for you, but
That's okay. That shout out was pretty incredible.
yeah. Now you have to
I
get
will
a.
take that.
Now you'll have to get a beer with her. You guys can double date.
There we go. We'll go on a little double date.
Little double date. Have any other celebs reached out to you?
I mean, just going on these shows, like, it was funny. Like Michael Strahan, we like went to get a photo. He went we had like a little wrestling match over this
So
medal.
funny.
So definitely having a lot of fun with this, and yeah, I mean it's a crazy experience.
I'm sure. Have you gotten a lot of crazy DMs?
Like honestly, 99% of all the messages I get are like so supportive.
That's
like
good.
everyone is just like, They're awesome. Like I'm getting like the nicest messages. Like 1% are crazy, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I've got some great fans that they have no filter.
Oh, I'm sure.
Obviously, so like yeah, 1%'s crazy, but like 99%, like everyone's so supportive.
We've
and it's
seen
awesome.
we've seen some funny ones, definitely.
There are some really
There
funny
are
ones.
some
There's
really
some
good
really
ones.
funny ones.
Have you been able to keep up with the rest of the games so far?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Not as much as I want to. The problem with this 14-hour time zone is like
Mm-hmm.
things are happening in the middle of the night, and then like I wake up and I'm just like running through. So I haven't seen the women's hockey game. I haven't. Like,
Yeah.
I've watched a little bit of it. I know the result, but I want to watch it like in person. Well, not in person, but
Mm-hmm. Right.
like
Yeah.
maybe that's
No.
what I'll do on my flight back to Korea.
Exactly. Yes, and you're going back for the closing ceremony, right?
Yes, I'm going back for the closing ceremony. That's something that I feel like every athlete should be a part of because it really is the time when Team USA, everyone, I mean, some people have competitions afterwards, but it's a time where like everyone's finally relaxed.
Yeah.
Like during the course of the Olympics, like you're always respectful of the other athletes. Like they're competing. You don't want to mess someone else up, but after closing ceremonies, it's just like great to be with everyone.
Yeah. What is it like living in the Olympic Village?
Living in the Olympic Village, it's fun.
Yeah.
That's the only time where like Team USA comes together and like lives under one roof. We're traveling, we're training on different programs. We don't train in the same areas. We don't compete in the same areas. So I don't really see a
Yeah.
lot of these other athletes. So there's like little athlete lounges, and
That's cool.
you go down there and you watch all of your other athletes compete, and you're meeting like, oh, like this is the skiers, like the snowboarders, speed skaters, hockey team,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of fun in that sense.
Sure. Who are the biggest partiers?
Oh man, you know what? The thing about luge is we're done on the second day if
Okay.
you don't do team relay. So it's we call it the 13 days of glory, where you have like an all-access pass to the Olympics. So
That's cool.
we're not the biggest partiers, but we want to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people like in Sochi and Vancouver, it's like, all right, Chris, like you've been done competing for a week. What do we do? And it's like, all right, well, you're gonna want to see here,
Yeah.
follow me here. Like I can show you the ropes.
Yeah, you got to explore. Nicole says, congrats. What are you looking forward to now?
A lot of things.
Yeah.
I think what I'm looking forward to the most is being able to give back with this medal and
Yeah.
having like the resources to really like make a difference. I'm so fortunate where like because of this medal, like I donated $5,000 to a nonprofit, Classroom Champions.
That's awesome.
And that's so cool to finally have the means to do that. So I think what I'm looking forward to is like really giving back and yeah, like trying to grow the sport of luge.
Yeah.
I'm a chair athlete to the Athlete Commission of the Federation of International Luge, so I sit on the executive board of USA Luge, FIL, and I really want to help progress the sport.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sanara is watching on YouTube. She's asking, where are you from?
I guess, like, so I have, my driver's license says I live in Saranac Lake, New York.
Okay.
I live out of a suitcase, though. I have things in Salt Lake City, Lake Placid, Saranac Lake. I've left some things in Europe, so I'm from everywhere but nowhere at the same time.
Yeah. Where would you want to settle down?
I really do love Salt Lake City right now. I love Southern Utah. I love that the international airport is 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
Like you can fly in and fly out, so it's so easy. Lake Placid, when I was growing up, it's 2 hours to Albany, Montreal, Burlington, so you're
That's nice.
driving everywhere.
Everywhere.
So Salt Lake's a pretty sweet place.
Yeah. Joe is asking if you sleep in your medal.
I don't sleep in the medal. Like when I come home, I take this off. It was on the floor this morning,
Oh,
like
no.
in a shirt. Like, I'm like, all right, like I'm probably gonna lose this somewhere. Like, should be
Well,
like
yeah,
in
where are
the
you gonna
couch
put it?
cushions. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going to put this. Everyone's like sock drawer, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I'll probably have like a little place that I'll put that, like maybe on display, but I haven't thought that far
Yeah.
ahead yet.
Yeah. You're like, this is brand new.
This is brand new. I haven't gotten into the like logistics yet.
Are you planning on going back in 4 years?
Yes,
Yes.
I plan on competing in 2022.
Nice. That's amazing. I hope to see you there.
Yes,
Definitely.
It's far away, but I'm excited. Looking forward to
Yeah,
it.
definitely. I wanted to go back because a lot of people were talking so much about Gus Kenworthy's big bruise on his leg.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
the worst injury that you ever got?
So, my parents feel the safest when I'm doing luge. I have 0 broken bones, 0 concussions.
Jeez.
I have a lot of like bruises like that. Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, that's a.
I mean, those
big
guys,
one.
I mean, Gus and all the freestyle skiers and like Tommy Biesemeyer had a big crash. Like they go hard.
Yeah.
And their crashes are pretty intense. Like with us, we have lots of bruises. This is the first year I didn't crash. The first year I actually
That's
didn't
amazing.
crash, but like you'll hit walls with your shoulders, you'll get bruises. We call it ice burn.
Okay.
So like it's similar to road rash where like if you're a cyclist and you fall down and you grind all your skin off like with the pavement, when we crash at like 60, 70, 80 miles an hour, there's a lot of friction on that ice.
I would imagine.
There's not like a Zamboni that goes down and makes it like perfect.
Right.
So when we crash, the friction builds up and it actually kind of melts your skin a little
Oh my
bit. But like
God.
I have missing skin here and there, bruises.
No big deal.
But no broken bones, no concussions.
Oh man, so they don't smooth out the ice after you go down, so it's just
No, they do, but it's
okay.
all done by
It's all
hand.
done by hand.
So
Okay.
I mean, they do a fantastic job,
Right,
but
okay.
it's exposed to the elements. If it's misting a little bit, you'll feel the ice, and sometimes it feels like sandpaper, and you're like,
Wow.
don't crash. Today is a day. Do not crash, because
Oh
it'll
my
just take your
God.
skin off.
That is so crazy. Did you? Who did you become closest to while you were out there? Besides your teammates, was there somebody from a different country that you got close with when you were out there, or anything like that?
Doing this sport, I mean, I'm very close with all my competitors
Sure.
in luge. Like, my competitors are some of my closest friends.
Yeah.
Like, I'll go visit them in the summer. I'll go up to Canada, visit Sam Mendy. He's on the team. Like, I'll go to Norway and visit some of the Norwegians
That's
that just
cool.
retired. So it is a really close-knit community. And that's what's great. Like, when I came into the Olympic Village early, I went up and I was hanging out with the Czechs, like in their apartment,
Yeah.
having a good time. So, like, it's fun meeting people from around the world, like all the different cultures, and I think that's what is the most important thing about sport. It bridges the cultural divide and political divide, and you can meet people like on a true human basis, and that's my favorite part
Yeah.
about sport in the Olympics.
That's awesome. Jason is asking, do you carry your medal on the plane or check it?
I carried it on. I
Yeah.
carried it on, and it's actually kind of fun. In Beijing, I had to put my bag through like the second security, and when the metal came through, it's this black, dark object that like the X-ray can't pierce through, and they're like, "Whoa, what is this?" And I took my phone out because I thought it was gonna be funny to record, and they're like, "No photos, no photos." They're like yelling at me. I'm like, "Fine," and then they pull it out, and they're like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, this is pretty cool." I'm
That's
like, "I know,
awesome.
that's why I wanted to film this."
Right. So something else that was super impressive while you were out in the Olympics is that Lauren uploaded a video of you eating an
Oh,
entire
yeah.
slice of pizza in one bite. I don't know how you do this. This is super impressive.
Whoa, what is this? What is this?
So we wanted to play a little game with you called Luge Your Appetite.
Luge.
You like that?
Okay. Good play
So
on
we
words.
wanted to see if you, because you do enjoy some food challenges.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy
Wanted-
food in general.
Food in
and
general. So we wanted to see how quickly you could eat some of
all
these.
of this?
No, you
Come
don't have to
on,
eat
like,
all
I'm
of it.
like,
Oh my
I
God,
gotta
no.
fill a banana, like,
You
I don't
would,
wanna eat
you
the
would.
cupcake with the wrapper on.
No, you
like,
don't have to eat the cupcake with the wrapper, but we
Oh.
will time you. But you don't have to eat all of it.
You're gonna time me for this. I've been talking all day. Like, I need some water. Or
You can have mine too. I haven't drank it. You could just pick three. Pick three, 2 or 3.
I mean, obviously, I want to go with the hard-boiled egg. That's
Right.
the easiest.
That's
this
easiest.
pretzel would be miserable to try to eat quickly.
Yes, it would.
And the cupcake does look delicious.
The cupcake does look delicious.
So I'm gonna have to eat 3 things like as quick as
2
I
or
can.
3.
Oh my God! All right.
There's a bucket behind you if you need to puke.
Eat it in front.
It's totally up to you. All right.
I'm gonna go with the egg,
Okay.
cupcake, and pizza. Not in that order, because those 3 things don't go together.
Okay.
But the cupcake's gonna be tough too. But it looks really good. Okay, so I just go for it.
You just
huh?
go for it.
God. This is gonna be pretty intense. Okay. Okay.
All right. Just tell me when.
I don't want to tell you. I'm just gonna.
You're just gonna go. Okay.
Hard. Easy.
Okay.
I just ate before this too, so this
Oh
will be tough.
no. Oh no.
All right, so then
Is there a method to
pizza.
this?
No, there's no
Okay,
method
there's
at
no
all. Like I just kind of like go for it. We're just gonna.
Doing a really good job. 30 seconds in. Don't get on your medal.
No, the closing ceremony's coat.
Right, oh, the coat. Yeah, the coat. You can't get on
I
the
have to
coat.
wear this in 2 days. That
I should have got you a bib.
That would help.
I know. Sorry. There you go. You're almost there. You're almost there. Almost. All right. Minute in. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm so sorry.
We're good. This is a poor showing, but
That's okay. You just ate.
I wasn't expecting this at all.
No, you don't have to eat
Understand.
anymore after this.
Pizza's good. At least.
Good.
New York style?
Oh yeah, totally.
All right.
Only the best.
I'm going to leave the crust this time.
Okay, good job. Good job. You good?
We're good.
We're good.
We're
That
good.
was like a minute 30. Did it good. You
That
good?
was a poor showing, but
No, that's okay.
Like,
That's all
did I
right.
get anything on the jacket?
No,
I
you're
didn't.
clean.
I
You're
didn't get
clean.
anything on
You're
the jacket.
clean. What is like your pre-race meal? That?
Typically, it's a pretzel, a hot dog, cupcake, and I'll take a flower too, like as a garnish. It's like a relish or something.
What did you eat post win?
Post win, I didn't finish drug testing till about 1 in the morning. So it was
Yeah.
a really late race.
Yeah.
The problem with the race was that because you're racing so late, you're not used to that with your body. So I caffeinated heavily.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, it feels like the afternoon. Oh, it's 11 o'clock at night. Oh, this is not good. So I don't think I actually. Oh, I did. I had a couple little bars. They had some pro bars and some nuts and snacks. So I had some of that afterwards. But like before, like I ate at like 3:30, 4 o'clock, just so. Did you catch that burp? I'm like, what is that? It was like hard-boiled egg and pizza.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, so I ate at like 3 o'clock and then nothing for the race. Just like little snacks.
Yeah. Well, Chris.
But caffeine is what I really ate.
Caffeine
I
is
ate
key.
caffeine for the competition, and it helped.
It does, yes. Well, Chris, thank you so much. Thank you for being such a good sport. I really appreciate it, and congratulations. Well deserved, and I hope you enjoy some time off after this.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very
All right,
much.
thanks everybody.